Hello.
Hey, Miranda.
Hello, how are y'all?
Good.
Good.
Great.
Good. Are y'all ready for fall? But are y'all hot like us in Texas? We're sweating to death.
It's our last day today. What do you got, Lisa?
We've got rain and terrible winds
Oh,
and a storm that's supposed to be on watch till 11.
oh.
So possibly some tornadic event. I
Lisa,
should have bought tickets.
I think that's every time we hang out a tornado or something.
Yep.
That's
Lord
right.
help us.
You had one as well. Well, I know that I have heard from several people, Miranda, that were, planning to join us. And I don't know, 6 is a little bit earlier than what we normally do, but I sent out reminders. So it is 6:02. We can go ahead and start if you'd like. If you'd like, I have your accolades and I can share those for those that might see it on a replay.
I mean, we're all friends. That don't even matter. So the answer is yes, we can get started. Yes, we can. You guys. And we're already recording. We're already.
Mhm.
Oh, I shouldn't. Okay. Well, let's get started. I may pop my readers on and off just because 4 pages of notes, y'all. Four. And by the way, I should just say hello to Allison and Becky as well. I didn't formally say hello to y'all. So hello, and everyone else watching this. But the trend report, y'all know we hang out and we do this. This one is different than the ones that we've had in the last several years. A couple of things. Accessories are very thick right now. I got a whole page of accessories to tell you that are trending. And then, of course, I'll give you colors that are trending, and then we'll equate that to, well, we'll say fancy name of color, the real girl way of calling it out, and then the Mary Kay product that would reflect the color. So we'll do that. But then when it comes to fashions that are trending, it's more of an aesthetic. It's like a vibe that's happening. So I've got 5 vibes, aesthetics to tell us about, and then I'll give you practical ways to approach it, because you may be able to shop your closet, use what you already own, or grab on purpose to what you feel you would love in this trend. So it's a little bit different, but we'll go ahead and get started. And of course, if y'all have something to say, just holler out. I mean, I love interacting. But the accessories, we do drum roll. Silver is back. Silver is coming back. So silver will be the main metal. Y'all know how we do. Every few years, it's gold, the most popular, then silver's coming back. Silver it is. And of course, Mary Kay, at the beginning of the year, they gave us our stackable sword bracelets, which my daughter took that. That didn't last one second in my possession, but it's silver base. So of course, Mary Kay knew that going into it. I love that Mary Kay knows. So silver will reign supreme. And I love that because we gold girls, so we need to share a little bit. We need to let our silver friends have the moment. If you are cool in undertone, keep in mind silver is your best metal. So you're going to be flawless in this. You're going to run with it. Okay, but what about the gold girls? So how do we approach a trend that's clearly not our best? So if you're warm in undertone, gold is your best. What I would just remind you, around our face, we always wear our best. So like for me, for example, being a warm girl, I will probably continue to wear gold earrings. And any kind of gold necklace up close, I will continue to wear in gold. I will put silver, however, on my wrist, on my belt buckles, on my shoes, and my purses. So around your face, always wear your best coloring. And then you can work a trend in basically boobies up is your best, boobies down is when you slip in, you're not so best. Okay, let's keep going with shoes. There are lots of shoes that are trending. And I did pull some out of my closet to show y'all, not implying you have to like my stuff or anything like that. Just a visual. All right, here we go. The classic pointed toe compass back. It's all about the classic. Now keep in mind, this is my shoe. I'm a Texas girl, big hair, big heels, all of it. Y'all don't have to have all the height. You can go low if you want, but it's the combo of the pointed toe with the classic heel. So that this is where we're headed. Part two to the classic silhouetted, shoe is that we're doing sling back shoes. So sling backs are back. Now you can do a sling back pump, a sling back kitten heel, a flat that is maybe pointed toe or square toe with a sling back. The sling back is in. Now, before y'all hit winter weather, because depending on where we all live in the country, before snow hits the ground, you may want to hop on a sling back right now and really ride that until the snow comes. But the sling back is so versatile for your closet. Another shoe that's trending and back is the loafer. The loafer is probably the #1 shoe for fall. Now, again, me being a Texas girl, I've got a mule here. My loafer is a mule just because I can wear mules 90% of the year. I own lots of them. But you're going to probably want the whole shoe. You're going to want the whole full loafer. Grab a loafer in a color. Grab a loafer in a texture. But a loafer that is low profile is where we're headed.
Good enough.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me okay?
Got it. Gotta get it.
The next shoe that's trending is going to be the pointed toe boot. The pointed toe boot that's classic. And then when I say thin, meaning it's quality. It's nothing to do with the quality. It's a quality boot, but it's thin. Like if I were to turn it this way, you'll see my stuffing. But can you see how thin the boot is? Although this is real leather, it's all that. You can do a low heel, pointed toe, thin boot. The profile is thin on these classic shoes. So let me pause and say, if you have lug style shoes from last year or the year before, like if you've got lug loafers, lug Chelsea boots, Doc Martens, any kind of a lug boot, I would say can still wear them right now. Like I still think you're going to be okay. But sis, I don't know if I would buy any more. I don't know if we're going to do lug next year or not. We're going very thin and classic with the shoes. The ballet flat is back as well. Just good old ballet flat. I feel like you either love it or hate it. I feel like we never in the middle. It's a love-hate kind of situation. But when it comes to the ballet flat, we want to go really traditional ballet flat, meaning it's got the round toe and it's thin. It's a thin, low-profile shoe as well. If we try to bulk up and add comfort and thickness to a ballet flat, then it can look very matronly, which is no one on this call. So that's why I would just say, we're going to do a ballet flat. Let's go old school or leave it behind. If you are a petite friend, may I impress upon you, the ballet flat with that severe rounded toe chops off your leg line. So if you are going to wear ballet flat, a best way to approach it possibly as a petite friend is to pair it with like an ankle ponte pant. So if we see your ankle, and then you have a ballet flat, showing your ankle is going to help us at least to extend your leg line a little bit. And then even better would be if your pant and your ballet flat were the same color. So black ankle ponte pant with a black ballet flat would at least give us a little bit more length for your leg, just to style it well. Okay, snow boots are back on trend. So all the snow boots, like legit, check your snow boot. Like we're really old school what we're going with. The laces are having a moment. So you may want to exchange the current laces for something fun, texture, color. We're going to tie the laces and make a situation out of your laces with your snow boot. Another boot that's trending, I do not have a visual for you as it's not applicable for me in Texas. So I'm just going to describe it, okay? So everyone think of your old school, which it's still relative. We all own it and can wear it. Puffer vest. So in your mind, hold the thought of your puffer vest, the traditional OG puffer vest. Okay. New thought. Picture and think of, visualize like an UGG style pull on mid shaft, just comfort winter boot. Okay. So got that? We're going to marry these two thoughts together. Think of an UGG pull on boot made out of your puffer vest. This is called the moon boot.
Oh,
Becky's remembering. Becky's remembering. The moon
Yep.
boot is back, y'all. Anybody remember? Think of our like the Napoleon Dynamite, if you will. If you need to watch a movie and go back to it. So let me tell you, the moon boot is back. Kind of ballet flat. You're gonna love it or you're gonna hate it. But I will say this: it's practical. If it gets wet or snowed on, it's just water repellent. Everything just can glide off of it. So it might be practical for your weather. But the moon boot is back. Tube socks are in, all the tube socks. So that's coming back. I've seen it with my own eyes at my daughter's college campus. They're wearing the tube socks with the Birkenstocks, the tube socks with the Crocs, the tube socks, all the tennis shoes and all the things. So, you know, I don't know if I love it, but you know what? If you love it, sis, that's what's important. If you love it, you have fun with that. Totally, totally. Tennis shoes. If tennis shoes have been in, if you don't wear tennis shoes, you may want to consider it because it's cute and comfort. Cute and comfort. The it tennis shoe right now is old school Adidas. We're going to be going to the Adidas this fall and winter. Old school, like the 3 lines down the middle of it, like Adidas. And then old school Reebok will be right behind as a trend as well. So you can't go wrong with either one of those. If you're extra spicy, extra trendy, the thing is, you may want to buy your tennis shoes in blood red. The new neutral is a blood red tennis shoe, even for the men in our lives. So if you're a little spicy and want to try that, that's what you're going to see a lot of. Let's go to jewelry. Okay, so we know that silver is in. You're going to have a lot of silver medals. That's going to be great. But now we're also going to go more statement jewelry, and even like a vintage feel and vibe. So for example, we're going to do necklaces with statement chunky pieces, like vintage crosses with a lot of detail. You may want to pull those out. I'm pulling out, and I've been wearing my coin jewelry, all my big coins. I've got the earrings and I've got the necklaces I've been wearing. So anything coin, anything sundial like, you're going to pull out your vintage inspired big statement pieces. If you have a signet ring, pull that out. That's in this little vintage kind of moment. Trois et moi rings are having their spotlight right now as well. We don't know what trois moi is. Okay, so trois et moi, that's just fancy name for 2 big statement gemstones nestled right beside each other on a ring. So you purchase them this way, or just DIY it. So go to your jewelry box and pick a finger. It don't even matter what finger. Just pick a finger. And say you have a round gemstone. Put that ring on with that rounded gemstone and then just turn it to the side. And then right on top, say you have a ring with an emerald cut. Put that ring next to it, emerald cut, and then kind of squish them together, and then they're side by side. And you did it yourself. So you could go through and you could do trois moi on every finger if you wanted to. It's like that vintage statement is making its way. You'll see in clothing in just a little bit as well. Anything ruby, sapphire, or emerald, we're also going to pull to the front and make a statement. And the next aesthetic vibe in jewelry, I just wrote nature to life. And essentially, I'm just going to cut to the chase. If it is a bug or an insect, we're wearing it. I'm not even kidding you. If it's a ladybug, a dragonfly, you know, I don't even know. All the bugs, which Mary Kay girls, we wear our bees, so we are a part of that. But any kind of bug or anything, Yes, ladybug, what have you. And you may get a brooch, it could be an earring, it could be a necklace, etc., but all nature things. If you ever owned, or anyone in your family, like a mama, ever owned Kirk Folly jewelry, this is Kirk Folly's time to shine. Pull that stuff back out, and y'all could wear Kirk Folly, and it'd be right in this aesthetic. Let me give you some things you can keep wearing before I go into fashion trends, because this list clearly will not be what this aesthetic is for what's trending, but I just want to remind you, you're going to get bang for your buck by continuing to wear it because it's relevant, okay? Number one, all wide leg pants. Wide leg, severe straight, anything wide leg is what is trending, is what will remain on the scene, severe straight leg, etc., width and volume on the bottom. Number two, like I mentioned earlier, your lug boots, your lug loafers from last year, your Doc Martens. I think if you style them, continue with like a wide leg something, you're going to be able to wear those seamlessly and get wear out of them, but we may not hang on to them for next year. Number three, colored pants. That is still trending from spring and summer. So if you have colored pants, you're going to keep on wearing those bad boys. They're very relative. Those of us who are beautifully pear-shaped, we're going to pause on this trend. We're going to refrain from the colored bottoms, as we need no highlights on our juicy thighs and backside and hip area. We will remain neutral, fair friends. Number four, all things tweed. All the tweed we're going to keep wearing. Fun fact, tweed debuted as a fabrication in 1925. So we are almost 100 years of wearing tweed. And right now you can wear a tweed set. If you were to buy something new, like I love J. Crew's tweed line they have right now on the colors that they have. So if you were to buy that, you could buy the set, wear the blazer right now, and then and the skirt together. But then like next year, even if it weren't trending, put a denim shirt with that tweed skirt down the road and you'll be fine. So if you love tweed, you may want to grab the set. And then all things leather. All things leather. We're going to continue to wear leather dresses, leather shirts, leather pants, leather. If there's something new that you want in the leather, you're going to see a lot of leather blazers. So it's going to be kind of new, but again, we're looking for the textile. If you own a moto jacket, you could wear your moto as your blazer and still be relative with this trend. And then the last one is cargo pants. The cargo pants from spring and summer, that trend is still here. Now the cargo pants will be wide leg, which is a better. If you're going to wear cargo pants, a better look for our body shapes would be that they be on a wide leg. Okay, friends, let's get to the fashion part of it. So I have 5 groupings, aesthetics that are trending for fashion. And so I just labeled them, and that way you can kind of see where this can work for you. In no particular order, number 1, we're calling it town and country. Town and country. Basically, this is an elevated, casual, approachable look. This is very textural and lots of layers in this look as well. Like if I'm going back to my high school days and early college, to me, this is quintessential 90s Ralph Lauren look is what the town and country would look like. So we're going to layer. This would be where you would wear any of those classic shoes that I just mentioned. The loafer, the pointed toe boot, the pointed toe flat, the sling back, like any of those would fall in this category. The ballet flat would. So like, for example, say you have a leather wide leg pant, and then you put a denim shirt with it. And then you put a corduroy blazer on top. That would be town and country. Say you had your ballet flat on with your black ankle ponte pant and a cashmere sweater in like a cream or ivory. That would be town and country. So it's layerable, snappy casual, but your classic clean lines in this. Think of paisley prints if you wanted to, or a poetic floral print in a blouse. Like you could really let this go multiple directions, but classic and approachable would be some keywords for that. The second trend, we're going to call it fur, baby. Fur. It's all about the fur. Yay! You know, it's one of those, you either love it or you hate it, but the fur is back. So if we need to pull out those fur vests or those fur jackets, we're going to do fur. And you can make this lean vintage. You can even make this lean, you know, appropriate for the weather, for layers. You're going to have some options. So for example, let's just say practical as well. Say you're going to your husband's Christmas party for his office and you have a velvet dress on. Put you a fur shawl around you, and that would run in this category of elevated chic with texture. But then let's just say you have a flare leg denim on and a silk blouse underneath, and you put your fur vest on top, and then maybe that big cross pendant, you're like relative, but swinging a little boho vintage at the same time. So fur is going to give you some options. You could even put fur on your shoelaces, on your snow boots. That may be a practical way. And if you're like Maranda, heaven snow, we're not going back to the fur days. Let me give you the practical way to wear this trend. Okay, if you're looking at it and you're seeing the fabrication of something, and you say to yourself or even out loud, that looks warm, that looks cozy, that looks soft. If you utter those words, that's falling in this trend. It's the warm and the textural and the cozy. So like, for example, say you wear your leather leggings and then you put on a waffle knit shirt and then you layer it with a Sherpa 3/4 zip on top that's kind of oversized, and you put on a beanie with a snow boot. How cute would you be? And you're warm. Like if it's Sherpa, if it's a sheer link, if it looks textural and cozy and warm, that would go in this category. Like the new style of wearing an UGG is not the full-on UGG boot, it's like the clog where you see all the fur at the heel. Like that's where this trend would come into that as well. All right, number 3, we're calling it Wall Street chic. Wall Street chic. Basically, the pantsuit is back. The pantsuit is back. And I love this trend. I love it because it's going to serve most of us in our body shape. You're going to be able to get it easily because it's going to be everywhere. Say you shop at a high-end department store, you're going to see a pantsuit. Say you shop at a boutique, you're going to see a pantsuit. You shop online, or the online boutique, Amazon, whatever you want to do, you're going to find a pantsuit that will serve you. For your budget, that is good for you. Now, impress upon you, it'd be wide leg. Okay, so there was wide leg, and then the blazer and the pant were the same color. So you're going to be head to toe in said color. All right, what I want to impress upon you is just the thought of, if I change my shoe, my undershirt, and my accessories, I'm going to get multiple outfits out of this bad boy. Okay, let's say you just put on a button-down shirt underneath the jacket with the pants. Put on a great belt, put on a pointed toe classic shoe, the boot, the heel, the slingback. Elevate your accessories, all matching to lean classic, and you are ready for the church house. You look so good. But let's say you want to wear a t-shirt underneath. Put a t-shirt, roll up your sleeves a little bit, put some texture on your hair, or put a cap on and throw on your tennis shoes. And now this pantsuit is casual yet approachable and modern. Say you put on a bodysuit under the pantsuit. You've got that. You just wear any shoe you want. Wear the loafer, wear the slingback, wear the heel, wear the boot, wear the tennis shoe, and then change your accessories to match. And that bodysuit is going to work it in multiple different ways. So that's getting bang for your buck when you have that set. And we'll talk about color in a minute. So you could choose a pantsuit in a trending color that serves your personal color. Even better, even better. The next trend, we're going to call this watch your back. Watch your back. Because it's all about the back of you. Literally your back. It's all about your back. So should you fall in love with things that button down the back, zip down the back, have a twist in the back, bows down the back, knots in the back, an open back, ruffles in the back, gathers in the back, anything with the detail on the back of you is what is trending right now. Let me show you what I'm doing. Just as a thought, I'll take you out to love it. So I just had this trench coat, this regular trench coat. What I did was I took the tie and just knotted it in the back and tied it in the back. So when I wear my coats this fall and winter, I'm gonna leave them like that all the time. I'm not gonna redo it. And that way I'm following in this trend, but it's with something I already own. And let's be honest, we don't ever tie it right anyway. It always ends up right under our boobs and all messed up. So might as well just put it in the back anyway. Another trend that I am excited about, I know I mentioned this last time, but now it is so on trend because it falls in this category of watch your back, and that is the peplum. So this is just that shirt in a regular shirt in my closet, it's leather. But this extended ruffle that jets down from the waist and goes A-line. This is the peplum. And it gives you instant stomach coverage. The peplum goes around the back of you. So you look just as cute coming as you look going. You have a snatched waist, all of it. So the peplum, I would challenge you. This is a leather shirt with the peplum. So we're hitting two trends in one if you see something like that that you love. By the way, a peplum serves all body shapes. Specifically, if you're inverted triangle or beautiful rectangle, it is chef's kiss. Like you, what are you waiting on? You don't own any. What are you waiting on? It would be flawless on you. An hourglass, absolutely. What doesn't look good on you? And those of us who are pear or maybe a smidge apple, we too can wear a peplum. We need to try it on those sweet friends to make sure where the seaming hits us and that peplum jet out serves our shape. But when you got the right one in the right coloring, we all can wear a peplum and you're going to be beautiful in it. All right, the next trend we're going to call Old Hollywood Made New. Old Hollywood Made New. And basically, we are celebrating our femininity with this. We're loving all the girly things. So there's 3 ways that we could approach this aesthetic trend that's happening. Number 1 is just wearing clothes that fit us. It's not that it has to be tight, but just fitted, showing our shape and loving the shape you're in. We may not really love it, but we're going to honor ourselves. And so it's just wearing clothes that fit us. That's in this trend. Part 2 of this trend is even just working with fabrications, feminine fabrics, silks, satin, lace, tulle, velvet. If you were to work in those fabrications, you're going to fall in this trend. And I kid you not. If you will just look wherever you like to shop, online, in person, wherever, I bet you $10 that there is a silk or satin blouse. Everywhere you go, there will be some kind of fabrication just within this trend. So if you just think, if I'm going to do some silks or satin options, that is going to be easy peasy. But even in the winter, when it's more winter time, you could do blazer in a velvet. That would be great for the holidays and in the winter as well. You know, lace things, you're going to have options, but working in fabrications, I think it's going to be easy for all of us. All right, the third part of this trend, now to each your own, to each your own. We are showing skin. We're going to show some skin. So right now, old Hollywood made new means deep V's. We're going to show the décolleté. So deep V's are even a strapless look. You may want to go sweetheart neckline. And it's a lot of one shoulder. All the one shoulder. By the way, if you're broad shouldered or inverted triangle, we're going to stick with the deep V part of this trend versus one shoulder. But we're going to do a lot of one shoulder. This, like I bought a shirt at Zara. I mean, like you can look anywhere. Should this be your comfort level? And you can find one shoulder. If you own sweaters that are deep V's, I'm just going to challenge you. This is just an example. This is not going to work right with this shirt. But if you can imagine, just take the neckline and move it over and drape it off your shoulder. You're going to make a regular deep V sweater look on trend, but you just picking it up and moving it over. And you may have on a tank underneath for comfort or something, but a little off the shoulder. You may already have something you could work with for this trend. But we're showing our clavicle. We're showing, pick one shoulder. We're going to show a shoulder, go diagonal, or we're going to go show it all. But of course, with your modesty in mind, and we're all classic girls, and you'll do it your best way. But really feminine things are happening this fall and winter. Let's dive into color. Let's go into color, and then we'll see if we have some questions. I'm going to take a little bit of a drink real quick. Okay. So color trends. Y'all know I love color. I think if you strictly run with color, you'll be okay within the trend report. But of course, we love fashion things as well. Let me give you neutrals that are trending, and then we'll go into the chromatic colors that are trending. Okay, I pulled out some of my color wheels to show you in just a second if this could be helpful. We're having a very 90s minimalist approach here when it comes to your neutral palette. And so the main colors trending, coconut milk is trending, which is essentially cream and ivory. So if you're warm, you'll run in this direction, cream and ivory. If you're cool, you'll lean with white and soft white. Dough is the second color that's trending. Now, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this because it's extremely light, but dough is a rose beige. It's a soft rose beige, and it's going to lean cool. So if you're cool, you'll do rose beige. Those of us that are warm, we'll just do camel. Good old camel. The third trending color is hot fudge. And literally think of our discontinued hot fudge ice. It is a dark brown that is cool based, has some gray in it. So hot fudge is trending. For the warm girls, you'll do espresso eyeshadow if you're thinking of Mary Kay products. So more of a warm based deep brown. And then the last neutral that is trending is called silver birch. And it is an icy gray. Keyword, when you see the word icy, there's silver running through it. Just like our luminous lilac lipstick. Just like our Love Me Pink lipstick. Those are icy shades. Not all of us can do icy. If you have beautiful silver in your hair, if you are salt and pepper, a beautiful gray, you're going to lean to where you can pull off a few ices. If you're a winter, you're going to be able to wear some ices, especially winter with a clear blue eye or clear green eye. So for the rest of us that did not describe, we are just going to pivot to light gray. Good old light gray would be for our version of silver birch. Okay, let's go into color trends. So neutrals are good. We love pairing neutrals with colors. It lets the eye rest. It actually pops color when we wear a neutral. So the colors that are trending, we are still from spring and summer, dopamine dressing. We're all about the bright colors. They inspire joy, happiness, creativity. So if you were hoping for good old regular fall and winter colors, that's not what we're seeing. It's all about the color. The top two trending colors right now are true blue and true green. So like if we look at Allison in her shirt, she's wearing true blue. So that is the trending color right now, blue and green. Thank you for being a model, Allison. And so if you'll think of it like true blue and true green, meaning it's a clear color. It's like back in the school days, we call them primary colors. So it serves everyone. Everyone can wear these equally and the same. Despite cooler, warm undertones, we all can wear true blue and true green. And wouldn't it be just like Mary Kay to debut our blue eyeliner while blue is trending? See there? And that'd be so great. So blue is on the scene. Maybe we could consider a blue or green pantsuit. Just FYI, J. Crew got that tweed jacket and that blue and that green as well. It's gonna sit that right there. All right, the next color, well, there's all these colors are trending. Vivid orange. Vivid orange. We're gonna call that Poppy Please Lipstick. It is a red orange. That's what's trending right now. Red orange, vivid orange, if you will. So this is a warm color, clearly for our warm friends. The next are one of the other softer versions of this is going to be Tender Peach. Tender Peach is trending. We're going to call it Sunset Peach Lipstick would be our approach. So clearly you've got Poppy Please. Vivid orange is very chromatic, very bright and saturated. And then Tender Peach, Sunset Peach Lipstick is the softer version. I will say this, Sunset Peach Lipstick is a neutral lipstick, meaning it's a crossover color. Cool and warm friends can wear it. However, because it's soft in contrast, if you're soft in features, it's going to look well on you. But those of us who have more high contrast, we'll put on Sunset Peach and be like, where'd it go? Where is it? Like Cindy would be great in Sunset Peach if it even showed up, right? So you have to think about, even though it's a neutral, if you will, crossover color, you have to consider your value scale contrast in mind. But I do love Sunset Peach on our softer, cool friends, like our summers. Okay, vivid yellow is in, yellow like the sun, bright yellow is in. And if you are a cool friend that's soft, think light lemon yellow. That would be how you would approach yellow in clothing for fall and winter. Lime green and citrine, all over the place. All over the place. It is everywhere. These are warm colors. These are warm and vivid and bright. Okay, watermelon. Let me give my cool friends a color. Watermelon is trending for the cool friends. And if you're a winter, so good for you. And sis, you may even have watermelon from this spring and summer you can pull out of your closet and just keep wearing it and layer possibly for fall and winter. Let me tell you about pink. So pink was the shades up. Pink were the #1 colors for spring and summer. We are carrying pink through fall and winter. So continue to wear your pink, your best in your pink. But now we're also going to take it a little bit deeper for fall and winter. So we're going to specifically go into that magenta family. If you're warm, that looks like Fuchsia Dream lipstick. And if you are cool, that would be very raspberry. So you're going to hover there. And then we're going to take it a little brighter, just a smidge. And for our cool friends, the trending cool color in the pink family is also going to be rose violet. Rose violet. Now, how you could create this is you could put our hot pink lip liner and then put luminous lilac lipstick on top. And that would put us in that rose violet family. So you've got a little bit of a bright there. Let me give you 2 deeper colors that are of the moment. In case you're like, oh, it's a lot bright. That's a lot of bright. Some deeper colors. Number one of the two deep ones we're going to say is aubergine. Aubergine. And basically, it's your deepest, darkest purpley berry. This, I will tell you this, it's going to be everywhere in home decor. So if you're going to buy new pillows or new blankets for your living room and just any home decor, you're going to see aubergine all over the place. And if you watch the Today Show for your morning news, you probably saw Savannah Guthrie in her aubergine pants this last week. 2 days last week. I said, oh, I see you. I see you, Savannah. All right, so aubergine, if you're going to create a lip look for that, may I impress upon you that too dark on the lip could age us unless we are deep in features, eye, hair, and skin. So, but if you're dying to do a dark lip look, may we try berry lip liner and then put appleberry for the warm girls, crushed berry or berry famous for the cool girls. And that will kind of lean us into that aubergine family. Then, oh, and let me pause and say this. If you are deep in any way, an aubergine head to toe look, aubergine pants, aubergine shirt, aubergine shoes if you could. I saw that the other day and it has been fabulous. So I love it for my deep friends. Red dahlia is the next big color. Red dahlia. And we're going to call that midnight red lipstick. So it's your deep red brown that leans cool. So that's for our cool friends. So this would be, again, you have to be careful with your depth in mind when putting it on your lips, but it's beautiful for our mid to deep contrasted friends and deeper on the value scale. But red dahlia, we love that for fall and winter as a true fall and winter color. And for the warm girls, don't forget the power of rust and sienna as your true fall colors for you. Think of cinnabar eyeshadow or mahogany eyeshadow or like an auburn nude lip liner and put casual rose on top. Stunning, stunning. But that's your warm, true fall colors. Not too deep, but that's truly the fall palette. Let me give you these last two before I let you go. Fancy names, Carnival Glass and Parisian Jewel. Those are the fancy names. Carnival Glass is essentially, it's going to be hard to see this because it's so light, but it's mint. Carnival Glass is basically mint. Isn't that beautiful? It's like that sea foamy but light. So if you are soft contrasted, you're going to look great in this. This does lean cool. So this is for our cool friends. If you're a winter, you're going to be able to pull this off really well. My husband, he's so cute. He's got that dark hair, got that dark beard, that dark skin, and then he's got those clear blue-green eyes. If you have a clear blue-green eye, mint is your friend. Period in the story. So you could partner it and layer it, but if it pulls from that clear eye, stunning, absolutely stunning. I got my man a mint shirt because I mean he's gonna be so cute. And then if you're like, but Miranda, that is not me, then we're gonna think of aqua, light aqua, or you could even go medium aqua as a sister to mint. This would be especially the warm girls approach to it. Let me show you some examples. That's light aqua. See where it's in the same family, but we're going to warm it up. If you're light contrasted, you'll do light aqua. Those of us who have a little bit more contrast, will do medium to deep aqua. That's how you're going to wear it best. And then the last color, Parisian Jewel, is basically fancy for periwinkle. I love periwinkle. Periwinkle is your purpley blue combo. It's a crossover color, kind of like aqua. It's a crossover, so it's going to serve cool and warm friends. When it comes to periwinkle, think of your features to wear it best. Again, if you're very soft, if you're very muted or dusty, we're going to go soft periwinkle. If you are deep featured, we're going to go deep periwinkle. And then if you have bright features, let's say bright red hair and bright green eyes, or blonde hair and blue eyes, like you're very bright, you need bright periwinkle. So think of your best version of, but the color is stunning. And at the end of the day, in the dead of winter, when everyone around us is wearing Borno black, Borno navy, Borno gray, we're the girls walking in carnival blacks, in yellow and in lime, and you're bringing the joy in the room. So have fun with color, even if you work with color, just work with color. But then also have fun shopping and picking out a few things. Even just 2 or 3, y'all know I say that, just 2 or 3, doing them all would be weird. Just pick 2 or 3, and that way you can just be relative and modern and fresh for the season. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me tonight, hearing all the new stuff. I hope that you're kind of, this was interesting, because it's always a different vibe. Wouldn't you agree, Lisa? It's totally different.
Miranda, would you have any other suggestions? I know you mentioned J. Crew a couple of times, but are there others that might be like universal stores for those of us who live in the North or East or West Coast?
That is a good question. Honestly, for trends, I'm gonna be honest. I haven't seen a lot of these trends that I've like looked at something and loved, except for J. Crew, like that tweed jacket in the green, true green. And I was like, oh my word, it took my breath away. Where I think like the fur could be vintagey. I think that if you're looking for town and country, just really anything like Banana Republic. And I know it depends on styles and sizes, what everyone loves, but like Ann Taylor, Banana Republic, The Loft, Chico's, Talbot's, those classic stores will have the town and country down pat, no doubt about it. I feel like, gosh, even Amazon and everything in between for the warm kind of vibe. I was watching QVC the other night, and they took it. Well, it looked like to me, they took it looked like just like if you were to skin your children's teddy bears. I know that sounds horrible, but like teddy bear fur and make a jacket out of it. That's what everyone's buying. So you see, that might be an academy. You know, like wherever people need to shop, I'm sure there's things around it. But I'll be honest, J. Crew has been what I have loved personally. And I do lean more classic, so that would be in my point of view. But shoe wise, for shoes, because to me, if shoes, you run with shoes, cute shoes, and run with color, you're gonna be able to make anything work kind of in a combo. And I love the classic brands like Sam Edelman, Vince Camuto, Nine West, Antonio Milani for the classic shoes right now, and all the loafers and the good boots. And then if you have, to me, a good shoe, and then if you've got great pants, a wide leg, a boot cut, flare leg, with that pointed toe shoe, and sis, we can put any topper with it. We can do a silk blouse that you got at Target or Walmart, or that you got at Nordstrom, just, you know, in a color that you love. And we can put a blazer with it, or you can grab a pantsuit. And just doing that will beef up the fall and winter wardrobe. Just having cute shoes with some of those staples.
Fabulous. Thank you. I don't know if anybody else has any questions. I didn't see any in the chat, but if you do, if you want to unmute and ask Miranda, that'd be great.
Maranda, can I ask a question about the red tennis shoes? I
know, right?
I love it. I mean, that's also like our school colors here in town, and the college was here, so it's great. But do you wear that with a suit?
Anything.
With it, okay.
Like in your mind, they're your white tennis shoes.
Okay.
Now, let me say this. In my mind, I would put a little red something on somewhere else.
Yeah.
Like a red lip or something, a red earring, you know, like
Yeah.
I don't just leave it there, but you could. And the other night on TV, I saw a man, jeans, a shirt, and a blazer with his red tennis shoes on. And I'm gonna tell you, he was cute. He looked good. He looks good. So your men may want to do it too, but I mean, in my mind, the red tennis shoe took me because I did this report a couple of months ago. So I've known about it. I hadn't seen it yet because we were still in the dog days of summer. And now I'm like, okay, I get it. But I would put a little something because remember when your shoes and something on the top of you are the same color, it bookends your outfit.
Right.
So that's why I'm like, a red shoe deserves a red lip or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's real bold. So I love it.
Yes, I
Well,
know, right?
Yeah, great. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Any other questions that you might have for Miranda? Well, as always, Miranda, much appreciated. I know you take a lot of time and energy to put into the presentations, and where some of us might live, some of the fashion might be a little bit different, but like you said, if you can tweak one thing, and that can make you feel even more polished, then that's the way to go.
Absolutely. And I forgot to say this too, Lisa. I mean, not brag, but we got good shopping in Texas. Not brag. But in the event, if y'all like Miranda, we see stuff, we ain't gonna pay that price, or we see, y'all just holler out to me. All I need is a budget and kind of what you want and the colors, and we'll find you, sis, some new things for y'all that y'all love. Don't ever count me out for finding you good things if it's not available to you.
Well, and you've done shopping for me, and I've appreciated everything. When I questioned, I think the first piece, it was like, you mean this for the suit? And you said,
Yes. I love that. I love that. And if y'all have any need for dresses for fall and winter, I'm doing a live tomorrow. Y'all, that's what I was doing earlier. That's why I'm hot, got my hair back because I was setting up. I found the best dresses for if you need a Christmas dress or something for leadership or anything like that. I'll go live. Found some good dresses, beautiful, stunning dresses if y'all need a little something for Christmas.
And what time is your live?
So the goal is to be on tomorrow at 11 is the goal tomorrow.
Like 11 a.m.?
Yes.
Okay.
11 a.m. Central. Yes. Yes. If y'all want to catch it. If you need any dresses, because gosh, here in Texas, you got to shop early because when you need something, it's never going to be when you need it. So anyway, I hit the stores a few weeks ago.
Well, and in closing, Miranda, can you point them in the direction of your Facebook page again?
Oh, absolutely. If we are not friends yet, first of all, on Instagram, it's Miranda Reigns on Instagram. I love putting eyes on everybody. And I love looking at how great you are in your life. And I'll even comment for sure. So if we're not friends, let's follow each other on Instagram. And then on Facebook, it's a private group. You just search Miranda's Closet Clients and you'll see my face. You'll know it's me and just ask to be a part. And by the way, anyone can be part. Your friends, your family, it's a private group. So I just try to tuck information in there that hopefully you can find useful with your beautiful body shape, coloring in mind, and style as well.
Perfect. Thanks again, Miranda. Really appreciate it. And I hope you're welcome. I hope you have a fabulous October.
Thanks, you too. Bye, friends. Bye, Allison and Deborah and Cindy and Jamie and Judy and Lisa. Bye, you guys.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for joining in tonight.